Well, I'm back at it again, as you can see, and it's been fun. So dreams, goals, realities, business plan, that's what we're going to work on today. We talked about goals. We talked about, if you don't remember, you missed that one, look up SMART goal setting, S-M-A-R-T. I don't know what your goals are, but that's up to you. That's the neat thing about this. Whatever your goal is, it might be a new car, it might be a vacation, it might be your kids' education, it might be I'm sick and tired of 40 hours a week. But that's up to you. So the first thing we want to do, or first thing we see in this business, sell versus produce. Most of the time what we end up doing in this industry is we produce a product, we take it to, let's say, a Christmas bazaar, and then we try to sell it. And we make 101 items, we sell 100 of them, and we go, yes. Or we take 101 items and we sell one item, and we go, I guess they didn't like that stuff. And a lot of times that leads to a negative attitude about self. You take it personal. Can't do that. Can't do that. You know, just because they didn't like that gorgeous item that you made doesn't mean it's not gorgeous. And it certainly has nothing to do with you. What I want you to think about doing, though, sell it first, produce it later. Sell it first. So in other words, what you're doing is filling orders. You're filling orders. And when you do that, man, you just feel so much better because you know you're being productive. You know you're going to make some money. You know you're not stuck with inventory. And so what can we do in any community? Most every community has kids. Kids means sports. And kids and sports means support. Now that might be sponsors, it might be moms and dads, it might be a booster club. This time of year, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at soccer, football, volleyball, right? Most of these at the college, at the high school level have concession stands, which means some kind of booster club in order to what? In order to operate them. Now I've got 4 kids of my own, about a dozen grandkids now. Haven't seen too many places with concession stands for soccer. Every place that had football had a concession stand. Volleyball's in a gymnasium, and usually they might have a small one. But we're going to talk about a little bit about that later. When you get to the winter sports, we're talking about boys and girls basketball. And here's the neat thing about that. You're looking at varsity, JV, freshmen, boys and girls. We're also looking at wrestling and gymnastics. Come spring sports, we've got boys and girls track. We've got baseball, and again we've got, we've got varsity, junior varsity, and freshman squads. And we have boys and girls. And we also again have soccer. At least it used to be that in the state of Washington, that you had boys soccer in the spring and girls soccer in the fall. Is that the way it is in your state? I don't know. But it's been my experience that they don't have both the same type of year. So what are you going to sell them? What do you have? What are they all? And one of the things I like to do is provide our clientele, if you will, our customers, something they're already going to buy. One of the neat things I did with Cub Scouts one year was I got florist quality Easter lilies that were the same quality or better than what they could buy locally. They were able to sell them at $2 a piece less and still make a profit. And now you have this little Cub Scout going, here you go, here you go, here you go. And if they were going to buy an Easter lily, they went ahead and buy it. It's not like the kids were coming up and said, hey, for 10 bucks, I'll sell you a candy bar that big, one bite, maybe two. You know, I like people to get value. And when you have people that get value for what they buy, oh, they become repeat customers or they become your best salespeople. So what kind of items would you might market here that we would make? How about hoodies, sweatshirts? By the way, nobody pays me to spell and nobody pays me to draw. And when it comes to the embroidery stuff, that's Sandy's part. I found the best way for me not to get a needle in my finger is to stay out of her sewing room. So hoodies, sweatshirts, jerseys, also t-shirts. Now, we're going to pick one of these. And we're going to run the numbers. Now, I know built like this, I don't do a whole lot of running, but we're going to run the numbers. If you have Microsoft Office, which would have Word and Excel on it, if you don't, I would suggest you get it. If you're not sure how to run it, Excel for Dummies is great. When I first bought Office, it took 4 hours to download. And my first job that I did on it was a lawn sprinkler job at $250,000, and I was damn glad I had it. But it can do wonderful things. So hoodies. Cost should always be high. Hoodies I'm going to put here at $20. I know that you can get white hoodies for as low as like 10 bucks. White hoodies usually don't sell too well. Gray ones is what I would stick to, unless it's a special order by somebody. So we're going to call it 20. And again, as we go through these numbers, for some of you, it's going to be really difficult not to go, I can do it faster, I can do it slower. I can buy for less, I can buy for more, it's going to cost me more, it's going to... Don't. Take a deep breath. As I go through the numbers, breathe. Understand the process. Understand the process, because it's all that counts. So we've got cost of a hoodie. Material, $3. Labor, $15 an hour, and I figure 1 hour labor. Some of these things are maybe a little faster, some are maybe a little bit slower. Remember, you've also got labor of getting this out of inventory, you've got labor in ordering it, etc. So we're going to call it an hour. Oh, but we're going to give the kids something, and we call that a commission. What do these normally sell for? Maybe some places they sell for 80 bucks. Maybe they sell for 50 bucks. Check it out. We're going to give the kids 10%. That would be $6. Oh, but I'm not going to go around looking for all these booster places, and I don't want to do all the run around, and I don't like the kids, and I don't like this. Well, hire somebody to do that for you. SC, sales commission, 10%. Another $6. Your cost of production is $50. Okay, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, If you're going to be a businessman, your business has to make money. With these numbers, if they pencil out the same for you as they did for me, your business made $10 on a $60 item. And you didn't have a whole bunch of cash outlay. Why is that? Because the hoodies got sold early, or they got sold at the concession stand. And let's say that whether it be hoodies, the jerseys, and the sweatshirts all work out to be about the same. Okay, give or take. Now, with that in mind, over the course of fall, you got this all written down? If not, pause. If I do it, that's menopause. Okay, come on guys, a little bit of humor there. You know, men cause 3 different kinds of problems: menopause, mental health, menstruation, different than administration. 500 items, and I hope I didn't offend anybody. 500 times $10. If you did the labor, oh, I don't think we could do that in a season. Well, maybe in each season you can do 166 items. What does that work out to? $1,000 a month income. So maybe this number is easier, more palatable for you to take a look at. Remember, okay, that in this, we paid the kids a commission. We paid somebody to sell it. The Booster Club pre-sold, which means they take the order and they take the money, check made out to you, not to the school, not to the Booster Club, not to the salesman, but to your business. So if it was me, the checks would all be made out to Just So Sandy. Okay? Then we will cut a check back to the Booster Club. We will cut a check back to the salesperson, keeping the money totally within our control. This has been Business 101, okay? Run the numbers, pre-sell the items, and with that, we're going to end this little session because it's about 15 minutes and I don't want to be longer than that, for you now to go out and have a cigarette, a cup of coffee, a Diet Coke, whatever floats your boat, and come back for the next session. I'm Steve O, and I will be back.